The Joe Rogan Experience.
So in part, there's an empirical question here, which I don't know the answer to. In Europe, they ban, in most of them, they ban hate speech. So, or Holocaust denial. There's certain things that are illegal. It's a crime. And in America, we don't. Now, it's an empirical question, meaning it's open to actual investigation. Does banning it push it underground and let the people feel that they are victims of being silencing so they come back stronger? Or is sunlight the best disinfectant? I don't know the answer to that. I think in general, I think the American system has worked better, but I don't know. There are scholars who could address that. As for what is happening to the left, is the left more intolerant? I agree with you that you would think the left would be more open. And in my research on left-right, the left is generally higher in openness to experience. The idea of dissent is patriotic. These are leftist ideas, not rightist ideas. So the left should be more open. Problem is, any group that loses variety, that loses diversity, any group in which everybody thinks the same, is at risk of turning it into an ideology, of turning it into a religion, and then you lose the ability to think straight. And now, if somebody, when I was in college at Yale, everybody sort of leaned left, but there were conservatives, there were some conservative professors. Like, I'd been exposed to some conservative ideas. But now, if you're in a college that has essentially no conservatives that will put out ideas, and you encounter one, now it's much more painful. It's much more shocking. Again, it's like you have a peanut allergy to ideas that are not your groups.
Right.
And it's terrible if we're putting young people in systems that are basically giving them ideological peanut allergies.
But most fighters are hard-headed and are in a position to be hard-headed.
Right.
And that's like the hard part. It's like, you try to tell them, listen, you need to listen to me right now. I'm like, no, I got this. And then their career is just...
It's crazy because that's what made them a fighter in the first place, right? Tell everybody else to fuck off.
Yeah, that's it.
Stepfather beat their ass and they left the house when they're 16. Fuck you, I'll show the world.
Some fucking girl dumped them in high school. And that's happened to me and shit. But that's what happened to me. And then next thing I know, I'm out there and fucking getting in the cage.
I feel bad for dudes who didn't get dumped. I do.
Why that?
Because it's good for you.
Yeah.
It taught me a lot, man. I remember my girlfriend in high school dumped me. I was devastated for months. Just devastated. But then I realized, like, what the fuck is wrong with me? And I thought, imagine if I married that girl. Ugh. Imagine if I had kids with her. And ugh. And every day was just torture. Her bitching at me and controlling. And ugh. I got light. I got off light.
Well, here's one for you then, Joe. Well, same thing happened to me. I got dumped in high school.
Yeah.
The girl started dating another dude. I ended up hitting this motherfucker in the head with a wrench.
A wrench?
Yeah, I ended up hitting this motherfucker in the head with a wrench.
Why'd you hit him in the head with a wrench?
He pissed me off.
Oh.
He pissed me. He made me so mad.
Did he make you mad because he was banging the girl, or did he make you mad on top of that?
On top of that, yeah. So I ended up hitting him, and then I ended up going to jail.
Damn.
And I ended up doing 52 weekends in jail.
Damn.
But within that time,
every weekend
I had to go in on Friday for a year, come out on Sunday for a year. So I couldn't leave. I couldn't leave my city. So in that time, I taught myself how to fight. That's why I'm here today.
Wow.
Yep. And
so during the weekends.
No, so during the week, because I couldn't leave, so I would just I work, and then me and Paul Rodriguez, he fought Tony D'Souza in UFC 32.
Yeah.
Me and him, we taught ourselves how to fight in the backyard watching videotapes.
Wow. Tony D'Souza, the originator of the Peruvian necktie.
Yep.
That's where that came from.
Is that really where that came from?
Yes, he's Peruvian.
No kidding. That's where that came from, huh?
Yeah. That Peruvian necktie is a motherfucker. That's a great movie. That was Tony's shit.
Yeah. I incorporate that in one of my systems, man. I love that movie.
He's a hell of a grappler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he ended up choking out Paul Rodriguez, UFC 32. And that was the night I got knocked out by BJ.
Wow.
Yeah. But it all happened because I got dumped.
Wow. That's crazy. Well, it's just one of those things where when you look back and you think of all the great things that you did accomplish, then you realize that you retired at 30.
Yeah.
So much room there. You know, 30 is so young. It's like you're in your athletic prime. I think they say 32 for a professional fighter. They consider most athletic primes at 32.
It was, but I look back on it again. The 42 fights. That's a lot of fights.
Yeah.
Plus, I started when I was 9. I had a little over 100 amateur fights. There was a lot with that. I mean, for a while there, well before I retired, I was throwing it around. retiring. I was one of them guys that I liked it and I loved it, but I also sometimes got tired of it.
Right.
I'm a very simple guy, and I don't care about the glam or the fame or any of that. I truly don't. Like even now with my podcast and what I'm doing with some of these other adventures, it's because I got bored and I want to have fun.
Right.
You know what I mean? And keep myself busy. And I've been fortunate to have what I have to be able to do all this on my own, and go out there and be around everybody. But yeah, so when I was fighting, there was a lot of rumors around of the retirement, this, that. And I think the final icing on the cake was we were supposed to fight Andre Ward. And that's when Andre Ward ended up getting a shoulder surgery, and that fight fell through. And now I've been out in California training, or in Oxnard training for almost a year, which most fighters leave at the beginning of their career. When they don't have a family, when they're not making the money, that's their opportunity to try and go and make money. Not when you're 12 years into it, and so I went out there, and that kind of took a little bit from here as far as the sport. Even though I loved it and it was great training with Robert Garcia, I learned so much that I didn't think I could learn at that point in my career. And when that Andre Ward fight fell through, I was done. I rolled over. I never forget. I rolled over, told my wife, I said, I think I'm done. And she goes, what are you talking about? And I said, I think I'm retiring. And she started crying tears of joy, because she wanted me to be done even before that. She don't know the sport or
right.
what prime age is or not. And I hung them up, and over the years, as we talked earlier, here and there I would get the itch, and that could have been just going to the gym and hitting or doing a round on the pads. But I just never wanted to keep doing it. My health, believe it or not, is more important than anything else.
Space is fake. No, this is different than the flat earthers.
Google hashtag space is fake.
Oh, no.
Hashtag space is fake is people that are so fucking stupid, the flat earthers kicked them out.
Oh, my God.
For real. Flat earthers kicked out the space is fake people. Space is fake is,
Oh, my God.
they're the most skeptical.
So what would be the upper atmosphere? Would be the edge of
It's
the
all
universe?
bullshit. It's all fake.
That's the end.
And it's tied in some weird way to religion, which is really interesting. Because even the flat earth people, there's a tremendous amount of them that are extremely religious. And they talk about the firmament and the Bible
Right.
and the Bible, and that this is what's really going on, is that they're trying to keep us from the knowledge that God has created this place as a very special place.
Right.
And so by pretending that it's round, they somehow or another are controlling us. They're
Right.
thinking that we're not exceptional and we're
Oh,
not
boy.
Lucky. Space is fake.
They're using a video from that Ryan Gosling's movie he just made about Neil Armstrong, the first man on the moon.
Yeah.
Just be like, look, here's proof. This
Oh,
is
I
how they
see.
fake
This
everything.
is faked.
It's like they're making a movie.
Because
they're literally making
the way they made the movie that's evidence that it's fake.
because he's wearing I don't know if maybe this person doesn't recognize that as being Ryan Gosling right there. He's got a NASA suit on.
Maybe it's just a troll account. This is
it
how
could also
NASA
be
fakes
that, yeah.
everything. This is the video I was talking about, guys. Now you know it's all a big act.
Hat flatter.
Hashtag
You should,
space is fake. Click on space is fake, though.
This is what I'm on. I'm on the whole.
Yeah, but I
thread
mean,
of-
click on it because there's a bunch of other
Yeah, no,
ones.
I'm on that thread.
There's a tremendous amount of people that literally believe that space is not real.
I think it's like that with alligators in Florida too.
Oh, yeah. When I was a kid, they were an endangered species. They would ask us to please not feed them marshmallows because I lived in Gainesville, right by this place called Lake Alice.
Yeah.
Lake Alice had alligators. I was fucking 11 years old. I was
Yeah.
looking at alligators. Like,
Wow.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
This is a goddamn dinosaur. But there was a small population of them because they had been whacked into oblivion before, and people were making suitcases out of them. And then they made it illegal to hunt them, and they made them a protected species. But then they fucked up. They overprotected.
Yeah.
And those goddamn super lizards are everywhere now.
They're fucking everywhere.
everywhere.
My mom belongs to a golf course down in Florida where she lives. And there's this alligator, it's apparently like this fucking 14-foot alligator. And the people were playing golf and there was a deer. And everybody's standing there going like, it's a deer. It's a deer. Look at that beautiful deer. Fucking alligator comes out, grabs it, pulls it into the water, does that spin move, takes it to the bottom, fucking done. So everyone's talking about it. What do we do about it? So about 3 weeks later, my mom is out on the course and her ball is right next to the lake where the alligator is. And she forgets. And she goes over and her ball is right on the edge, and she's standing there, and she was standing on some fucking like dead grass, and it gave out, and she fell in the fucking lake up to her neck, and then she remembered, and she fucking started scrambling up the mud and grabbing at the reeds to get out of there, and the people that she was with had left. She was playing by herself for some reason. And she fucking got out of there and got in the cart, and then she just started laughing.
Oh my God.
You believe that shit?
I
My
can
little
believe-
mother, my
Oh
little
my
5'2" mother,
Oh my God.
would have been a tasty meal.
It would happen so quick.
Yeah.
Too.
Better than a deer. Old lady, nice soft old lady.
Way more tender.
Yeah. Corn fed.
Ooh.
My mom's corn fed. I never told you that?
No.
Yeah.
I thought she was organic.
No. We let her free range though sometimes.